New rumor. The Sony A6400. What? Where did that come from? Sony, what are you doing? Alright, this is targeted towards vloggers. So it has flippy screen finally. It's it's a response to all the people, all the complaining about the flippy screen, the lack of flippy screen on Sony cameras. And I just watched this this rumor video made by David Oster. You can go have a look. He's always up to date, always on point when it comes to the rumor, the new release. He's always discussing this stuff, so always follow him and you will know what's going on, the latest rumor, and you can discuss it with other people in the comment section. And some of my opinion. Alright, just share some of my opinions. This 6400 could be a very nice option for vloggers, especially if it's at a very low price. Right, it shoots 4K, okay, but who doesn't shoot 4K? Any mobile phone can shoot 4K today, so it's not really a thing. Just, you know, if it's priced over 800, it's probably not gonna sell a lot, because you can just get the A6500. I mean, it's a way better camera. And let's see the price for the A5100, the older model, the only flip out screen Sony camera right now is this one, and it is $399 brand new in Europe with the kit lens. And let's look at the Sony A6300. The camera with the kit lens is 800 euros. Without kit lens, it's gonna be only 600 euros something. So it's very cheap. It's very cheap and a very high quality camera. Really good camera. It's the one I'm shooting with right now. So it's gonna be interesting to see where Sony is gonna price this new camera. Is it gonna be lower than the A6200? Because it looks like the feature is not gonna be as awesome as A6300. Is there any spec I can read from? Yeah, here. APS-C sensor, 4K 30p. There's nothing new. There's no new battery, so the battery is the same old battery that that doesn't last long, which I don't mind so much. And as a vlogger, like, vlogging doesn't consume that much battery. I think it's not gonna be a problem for vlogging. Just bring I think 2 or 3 battery tops. You can't use more than 3 batteries if you're just shooting casual videos, vlogging, going around and shoot some casual stuff. You're not shooting commercial, very professional project, or shooting interview. It doesn't require you to shoot 30 minutes at a time. So the battery is not an issue for vloggers. Dual SD card slot. And again, this one is not going to be an issue for casual shooters like us, like me. I never mind it. I don't care at all if I have 1 or 2 SD card slot, but of course 2 is better. It's just we don't have that much at stake if we lose the SD card, corrupt it. Like, what can you lose? 1 day's vlogging material? But yeah, it's not professional work, so you're not responsible for a lot of money, a lot of you know, like shooting a wedding. Nobody's gonna use a new vlogging camera to shoot a wedding, so that's not a concern for me. What else? Really nothing really new. It doesn't say anything about the frame rate. How many frames does it shoot still? Is it gonna be 11 frames per second? I don't know. I don't think so. It's gonna have good autofocus, that's for sure, and it doesn't have in-body stabilization. That is crucial. If you're a vlogger, you want to use this nice Sigma 16mm f1.4 gorgeous bokeh wide-angle lens, you're gonna have image stabilization in body because the lens doesn't have it. If you don't have that, you're gonna limit the choice of lenses by a lot, and people are not gonna buy it. That's such a fail. Yeah, that's the deal breaker for me. If it doesn't have in-body stabilization, I will not buy it. It's like adding a screen on my A6200. What's the point? Spending another, who knows, 800 euros, 600 euros? Probably not gonna be 600 euros. It's not gonna be 600 euros, is it? Sony is very likely to overprice their new release, like the 18-135. That lens, when it first got released, is so expensive, and the quality is okay. It's okay, but you can't justify it. It's a variable aperture lens. It's very mediocre zoom lens for APS-C. It can't be that expensive. So, and it also, some people argue that it is the worst lens of the year in 2018, and I totally agree. I was disappointed by that release. It's like, why would anybody buy that lens? Let me check that lens, 18-135. So I hope Sony doesn't do it again, like make this a camera that is like this lens, nothing exciting, and just doesn't have a reason to exist. So this lens right now is a 568 euro. I remember when it first got released, it was a little bit more expensive. It was more expensive than the 18-105 lens, so probably 600 euro, 700, I don't remember. But yeah, let's just hope that it's not gonna be the same, this new 6400, if it's a true, if it's coming. All right, so I read some comments. Let's see what people say. There's all right, John Richardson says, sounds like A7000 will arrive in February. A lower-end vlogging camera for use on a gimbal like the A6400 would be very useful for many people. Hopefully it has an external mic port and USB charging. Exactly, external mic. That's what's missing on the A5100. I've been considering to get a A5100, but it doesn't have the mic, and yeah, it's cheap though right now. It's only less than 400 euros with a kit lens, and also it doesn't have in-body stabilization. That's my concern. It doesn't have mic, it doesn't have stabilization. If it is priced under $800 retail, I think it will do really well, especially if they come out with a better kit lens. Alright, so here I commented, I agree, but better kit lens? No way. There's only 18-105 and 18-135 as alternative to the original kit lens 16-50. And these two alternatives are both very expensive lenses. They're all above 500 euros. With 500 euros, you can get another camera. So they're not gonna put 500 euros lens on a new camera that is worth, I don't know, 600, 700, 800 euros. It's not possible. Kit lens is gonna be cheap. Yeah, so I don't think they're gonna change kit lens. It's gonna come with 16-50 unless they create something new. They make a new lens, a new APS-C, another crappy zoom lens, right? That is possible. Right. What else? I'd love to have that screen. I would love to have that screen. I don't even mind the viewfinder. If they make that flippy screen and they can't add the viewfinder, it's okay, fine by me. But just, it's all about the price. Right? For me, it's all about price and image stabilization. These two things. I don't care about other things. And as long as I can see myself when I shoot with a gorgeous lens, it's gonna be awesome. Let's try to read some more comments. Chris K says, I can definitely see the potential if the screen does flip up, but rather than now, to lav mics would still work fine for vlogging using W batteries is a bit of a letdown, but if it's going to be an entry-level camera, it was probably a decision made to keep size and cost low. Ultimately, it will be nice to have a refreshed entry-level for Sony for a while. So while I'm sure people will be a bit bummed, but they still have to wait for an A7000. I'll still be interested to see what comes with A6400. Yeah. Oh well. Yeah, there's nothing exciting. It's just filling the blank that what's missing in Sony's lineup: a 4K flip-out screen selfie vlogging camera. And also, it will lack a lot of features according to the rumor, because obviously they will leave it for the A7000, like the dual SD card and the battery and the other features. Yeah, they're gonna save it for A7000. Otherwise, nobody's gonna buy the A7000, because so another point is people are concerned that maybe since there's A6400, that width that is specifically targeting towards vloggers, they say, they add this flip screen. So they will not add flip screen on the A7000, so they can justify it. You see, if they add flippy screen on A7000, then nobody's gonna buy the A6400. So do the math yourself. It's gonna be a letdown. Yikes! They just don't want to put everything, all the good stuff in one camera, do they? That's a little bit disappointing. All right, Arthur says makes sense to compete with the successful Canon M50 as long as they fix the mic issue and keep it at the $600 to $800 price point. 4K 30p with no crop kills the M50. Yeah, actually true. This 6300 has wonderful, gorgeous 4K image. It downsampled from 6K to 4K. It beats a lot of high-end camera. It beats the A7RII. So if they keep the quality of the 4K high, it's gonna be a killer camera. Yeah. The ISA68 says, I think it's a good move by Sony. They need to have an entry-level and high-end APS-C cameras. I just hope it has a viewfinder. The A6000 is still one of the best-selling Sony cameras today, and this camera should be an upgrade. Deepak Murthy, I am a bit disappointed of if they really release this vlogging toy. Come on, Sony, look at what Fuji is doing at the APS-C world. But yeah, don't worry, they're gonna release A7000. It's for sure. They're gonna have a high-end APS-C camera for sure. And this is just to address the flippy screen. What else? Yeah, a lot of people are disappointed, and in the meantime, some people are happy. I can't decide. I can't say if I'm happy or disappointed, or I can't decide yet because I don't know the price. If I know the price, I can tell you exactly how do I feel. If it's 600 euros, I'll say it's justified. Okay, it's just 4K. Some people is gonna replace that. Gonna choose this new A6400 instead of 6200 because they have the same price. But I think if it comes with a kit lens, it's gonna be more expensive. It's probably gonna be $700. So $700 will be justifiable, I would say. Yeah, as many people said, above 800 is gonna be a no-no. It's likely to be 800. I think 800 is what Sony is gonna go for. Yeah, it all comes down to the price. And also, yeah, I really want a camera with the in-body stabilization, so it doesn't have it. So that's a no for me. I'm sorry. Even if it's cheap. Even if it's cheap, I would rather just go for the A5100 just for the 1080p. I just shoot 1080p with a vlogging style. I don't care. I don't need 4K. Alright, I can save so much money if it doesn't have stabilization either way. Yeah. We'll never be happy. Consumers, the pursuit of a perfect camera is gonna continue. So camera conspiracy can make more camera conspiracy videos. Alright, that's it for today's speculation video. I didn't contribute a lot. I'm just reacting to other people's video. So go check out David Osler. He's really awesome photographer, makes great content. Check him out. And I'm still trying to read the specs. They're gonna announce it very soon in January 15, on January 15. So very soon. Wait, it's tomorrow. Holy shit, it's tomorrow. they're gonna announce it tomorrow. Oh, I guess we will see. What? Alright, I'm gonna make an update video. If they really announce it, I'm gonna react to that, and we will see how much it's gonna cost. Alright, that's it, guys. Good night.